Ladies, I want to introduce myself. My name is Christine Johansson, and I am the Chief Marketing Officer of Fix Beauty. I haven't met many of you yet because I've been the girl behind the scenes for the last almost 4 years. I've been working with Jessi and Jen and Jean-Ann and Q and the whole Fix team. But Jessi asked me to come on today and share about today's challenge and really give you ladies some marketing strategies to help you build your Lash Academy. So who is ready for marketing strategies? I want you to write the word marketing in the chat. I want to see the word marketing in the chat, because the truth is the biggest difference between people who have an idea for a new business and other people who actually bring that idea to reality, that gap all lies in the marketing and the sales. Yes, marketing. So, and this is one of the incredible things that you're getting by taking this training with Jessi and Fix Beauty, is that she is a marketing boss. Can I get an amen around that? Like Jessi, she not only has a passion for lashes and women, but she truly understands why marketing is a necessity to growing an empire. And I know that some of you maybe you don't have a big vision to grow a big academy and an empire. Some of you just know that there's like 3 women or 5 women in your world who want to learn from you. And that is okay too. That is okay too. I want to encourage you to start where you're at. And if you have a vision of training the 3 women or 5 women in your world, or if you have a vision of going big and creating an empire, then you're in the right place. So, okay, if we can share the slide deck Q, I am going to get into today's training. So we are on day 2. Next slide. Okay, so we are doing a celebration challenge. And the reason that I've called this a celebration challenge is this is actually a secret marketing strategy that I'm going to say the men marketers on the internet do not know about. This is a feminine way to market your business. And I don't know about you, but if you are ever online and see the marketing and sales experts on the internet, most of them are men. And they are what I call bro marketing. Bro marketing, where it's like very competitive and very like who is better than who, and we're here to fight it out. Well, I want to show you what we've been doing with Fix Beauty behind the scenes for years that you can implement in your business. So this is a more feminine way of marketing your new Lash Academy. Next slide, please. So this is all about celebration and celebrating yourself and celebrating one another. So I want you all to type in the chat your favorite celebration words. Cheers, pop, clink, yay, congratulations. What are those celebration words? I want to get the energy up in this room, because we are here to celebrate one another. And raise your glass. Here I've got my like fancy pink Starbucks cup with water. Raise a glass. Yes, go get it. I love it. Oh, I love seeing everyone. Kelsey, Julie, Marquita, Kylo. I'm sorry, I'm not going to pronounce your name right. Kyloni, Dana, Jessi, Evelyn, Cintiq, Jinan, Janae, Beth, Jackie, Jasmine, Rondell, Aniza, freaking awesome. Yes. Love it, ladies. Okay, we are in the mood. Next slide, please. So I have a contest, a celebration contest that I'm going to explain at the end of this lesson, but I'm going to give you the hook right now so that you pay attention. So we are running a fun contest for $100 in fixed cash. Okay. So someone in this room is going to win $100 in fixed cash at the end of our 5-day series. And I'm going to be sharing with you how you can do that. Next slide. So the truth that I want to talk about is that comparison is the thief of all joy. And I'm sure many of you have heard that. And especially in, when you're scrolling Instagram and social media and you see other women with their perfect white kitchens and their perfect shoes and their perfect families and their husbands that seem to do all the cooking and are like super buff. What is our default? Our default as women so often is to compare ourselves to them, to look at them and make, like, we almost make excuses for why they have what they have. And in turn, we feel like crap because we are saying, well, I don't have that kitchen. Oh, the reason I used to believe when I started in this business, like 10 years ago, I used to believe that all the other women that were successful online, the reason they were successful was because they had a white kitchen on Instagram. Seriously, you guys. And I couldn't go live and I couldn't show up on the Facebooks because my kitchen was like, at the time, was that like brown old 1970s kitchen in my first house. And I use that as an excuse to stop myself from showing up. And I find as women, we create these stories in our minds that stop ourselves from showing up and marketing ourselves and sharing about what we're up to in life and in business. Does anyone else resonate with this? That when we compare ourselves with other women on the internet, we are actually taking away our own joy. Yeah. So who wants more joy? And can joy, yes, thank you. And can joy is actually like the secret ingredient to marketing your business and attracting more new students to your academy. And I really want to impress this, that one of your jobs on social media is to be the joyful you, to be the woman full of joy. So type it in the chat. I am a woman full of joy. I am a woman full of joy. I am a happy woman. Yes, I am the woman in the room that's bringing the smile. So what is, I love this, ladies. Yes, women full of joy. Next slide, please. So what is the antidote, or what is, like, why do they do this? So why do they, and when I say they, I mean like the powers that be, want us to be comparing ourselves to other women? Because they want us to think, well, she's already doing it, so I can't. Oh, look at her. She's so successful. She's so pretty. She's so courageous. I'm not that. Like, they want us sticking in that sort of narrative that keeps us small. And the thing with you ladies aligning yourself with Jessi and Fix Beauty is, the thing I've learned from Jessi the most is that she is an advocate for all women. And I knew her, she talks about living in her small condo, in her small townhouse that was run down. I knew her then. And even then, she was advocating for women. Even then, she was lifting up other women who were more successful than her. So even though you might feel like you have limitations in life right now, this is about overcoming them through celebration. Okay, next slide, please. So we're going to shift the women, and we're here to lift our sisters up. All of you ladies are inside the Fix Fam. This is something different than any other Lash Academy on the planet, than any other educator program on the planet. Is you are in a family and you are so taken care of by Jean-Ann, by Jen, by Q, by Jessi, and by each other, by all the women in this room. Next slide. Okay, so what is a celebration? A celebration is a party in the name of gratitude and honor. We are showing gratitude to the women in our life, and to the women we see on the internet, and to the women inside the Fix Fam, and to our students. And we are honoring their journey and recognizing that there's always going to be women that are 1 step, 2 steps ahead of us. And there's always going to be women that are 1 or 2 steps behind us. And you are here to celebrate those in front of you and lift up those, quote, behind you, just in a different stage of their journey. Next slide. And so what happens? What actually happens when you celebrate your success? When you celebrate your success, you are showing other women what is possible. What is possible in life for their success, for their financial independence, for their sense of time freedom, and being able to have more time to be with their kids and their friends. Next slide. For them to escape the rat race. And when you see other women sharing their success, the flip of this is true, which is that they are showing you what is possible. So instead of if your mind defaults to that comparison narrative, I want you to flip it and say, oh, she's showing me what's possible. Next slide. So here's an example. So we got this screenshot yesterday of one of the women in the training yesterday sent out the script. She sent out the script that we taught you yesterday, and she got this response back. And isn't this awesome? So she sent out the script. So I want you guys, if you want to screenshot this or take a photo of this slide, this is the script that you can use and edit it and use it how you want to text the women in your world. Text the women in your world. Hi, Miriam. I'm so excited to let you know that I'm opening my new Lash Academy. I would love to be your educator and for you to be one of my first students. Remember, this is what Jessi was teaching us yesterday. So this educator set her course for February 26th. Here's the rest of the script, and look at the response she got. OMG, yes, I've been wanting to start my own lash business. Can you tell me more? So who else? I want to see in the chat. Who else sent out some text messages yesterday? Who did it? Because we're not here to just talk about it. We're here to actually do it. Jessi is saying in the chat, the script made me thousands. So we want to know, how did you do yesterday? Marquita did. Kailoni did. Awesome, ladies. Who did it? Because, you know, social media is one thing, but the relationships that you actually have, the women's names who you actually have in your phone and can send a direct text to, this is a gold mine. I did. Okay, I want everyone to type in the chat, my phone is my gold mine. My phone is my gold mine. Okay, this is your tool. This is your tool. You sent out emails. Anissa did, Jackie, I did, and both people said that they are in, and I'm amazed. And they said, thank you for thinking of them. You are blessing them, Jackie. So many of us, we stop ourselves in marketing and sales because we think, oh, I'm bugging them. Oh, I don't want to bug them. I don't want to bug them. You're not bugging them. You're blessing them. You are blessing them by thinking of them. Dana, my full phone is my gold mine. Yes, it is. Set my class, sending out the text now. Lamika, good for you, girl. Brenda, yes. Okay, Jessi says also, if anyone had a negative response or needs help tweaking their message, please let us know. We can help with that. And that's where Janine is going to come on after my presentation, and she's going to give you ladies like one-on-one coaching here.
You guys, and Christine, I just want to touch on that. I think that, you know, we're so positive here, but we also I don't want you to be afraid to speak up if something's not working. So if there's anybody here who's watching this and they're like, oh my gosh, like you guys are all on fire, but I had a couple bad experiences or my messages didn't work. At the end of this call, we're going to have Jinan and Christine are going to sit down with you and they're going to go through, we'll have just questions. So you can unmute, you can turn your camera on, you can ask those questions, and then we can work through anything that you did and break down, like there might just be something that we need to tweak in the messaging. So we're here for you. So don't worry if you're feeling like it didn't work. There's always just one thing we can tweak. So we're here to help you do that. And we don't just need to be always positive. We can be like, we're still positive, but we just need to tweak a couple things to make it work. And that's what we're here for too, to support you.
Absolutely. No, I love that, Jessi. And I think it is important that if something isn't working, just to say this isn't working for me and to reach out to us for support. Yeah. Not everything is rainbows and unicorns, and some things are going to work and some things aren't. And that's just feedback for you and for all of us to know that something needs to be tweaked or changed. Next slide. Fail forward. Exactly, Jessi. Okay, so when we see someone celebrating online, what are we going to say now? So type it in the chat. If she can do it, I can do it. If she can do it, I can do it. If she can text her 3 clients who are interested in lashing, I can text 3 clients. If she can send a text, I can send a text. If she can send an email, if she can pick up the phone, I can pick up the phone. Love it. Yay! Okay, next slide. Okay, so the celebration challenge. So there's 3 ways you're going to celebrate. The first, you're going to celebrate yourself. The second, you're going to celebrate your new students coming in. And the third is you're going to celebrate other educators. Next slide. Okay, so here I'm getting into the details of our celebration contest and how you can win $100 in fixed cash. Next slide. So the first part of the challenge is to celebrate yourself by showing other women what is possible and receiving our support and our celebration of you. So how are you going to do this? Next slide. Oh, that slide. Okay, here we go. So I don't know who here watches the Netflix series Selling Sunset. It's one of my guilty pleasures. And one of the things that those women, the real estate agents, do on that show is every time they sell a house, they ring the bell. So here's Chriselle going a bit crazy, ringing that bell. Next slide. I have another gift. They're just silly. So, oh, here she broke the bell, I think. So what we're going to do is we have a ring the bell graphic for you to post inside the Fix Beauty alumni group every time you are ringing the bell. So we want you to ring the bell. So you're not selling houses, but you are selling seats in your Lash Academy. So every time you enroll a new student in your Lash Academy, we want you to post this graphic in the group. So every time you post this graphic in the group, and Q is going to drop the link. So there's a Canva link for that graphic if you want to like change that graphic and make it unique to you, or there's the folder with just the JPEGs. There's a few varieties. And every time you post this graphic in the group because you enrolled a new student, you're going to get a point. Okay, this is a point system, and Q is going to be tracking all of you. So every time you get a point, you get your name in the draw. So as many points as you can get this week, you get your name in the draw again and again and again. So unlimited amount. So I'm going to show you all the ways you can get points and your name in the draw. So we're going to ring the bell. And every time you see one of your peers ring the bell and drop the graphic in the link, what are you going to do? You're going to go celebrate her. You're going to go comment underneath the graphic. Cheers, clink, hooray, yay, congratulations. And every time you comment on someone else's ringing the bell, you also get a point. So you get a point for dropping the graphic. You get a point every time you comment on someone else's bell, because we are here to celebrate one another and to like raise the vibration. Okay, so ring the bell. So grab those links that Q just dropped and Jessi just dropped again, the JPEG folder and the Canva, so you can alter them yourself. Okay, next slide. Okay, so the next part of the challenge is your announcement. So I'm keeping tabs on you ladies. So I didn't see too many people share this to their Instagram stories, because every time you share this to your Instagram stories or your Instagram feed and tag Fix Beauty, then we are going to reshare it to our social media, to our Instagram stories, which means more exposure for you. More exposure for you. So who wants to leverage the Fix Beauty? We have over 50,000 Instagram followers. Who wants those eyeballs on you? We are sharing our audience with you. This is part of the Fix advantage. We're sharing our audience with you. So Q is dropping these links again. Okay, we shared these links yesterday, but guess what? This is a 5-day series. So we're going to be watching this until Saturday at midnight. So we want you announcing your Lash Academy on your social media and tag Fix, so that A, we can support you and celebrate you, and B, give you another point for the $100 Fix cash. Okay, so you can go grab those links as well. Next graphic. Okay, and we're going to celebrate your peers, like I said. So success creates more success. Oh, just go back. You are the sum of the people you spend the most time with. And when you are in the Fix fam, you are aligned with women who have created massive amounts of success. If you were on yesterday, you heard that Jean Ann has worked her way up to now she charges $5,000 for a 1-day one-on-one coaching workshop. Like, yes, she's worked her way up there. And if it takes you 5 years to get there, is it worth it? It's worth it. But you'll get there by aligning with the women in this room. So let's celebrate each other. Okay. So every time you see someone share in the group, you're going to celebrate them. You get a point. Okay. Next slide. And you're going to celebrate your students. This is the third part. You're going to make your students the stars of the show. So why are we going to make the students the stars of the show? Because we are empowering, you are starting your Lash Academy. You are empowering other women to create financial freedom in their life, to create time freedom in their life. And we want to celebrate their decision to transform their lives. Next slide. So this is a graphic that we've created for you to celebrate the women joining your Lash Academy. And you can alter this graphic. Hugh is going to drop the links. There's Canva links that you can put in the photo of your new student and type in their name. And every time a new woman joins your Lash Academy, I encourage you to share it on social. Share it on Facebook, share it on Instagram, share it on your stories, and tag Fix so we can boost your post, so we can elevate you. So we're going to make our students the stars of the show. We are lifting up other women. You are now in the business of lifting up other women. Okay, type it in the chat. I'm in the business of lifting up other women. I'm in the business of lifting up other women. Yes, thank you, Dana. I'm in the business of lifting up other women. Yes, ladies. Amazing. Julie, Evelyn, Kyloni, Jessi, Cintiq, Beth, Jackie. Yes. Lamika, Anissa, Rondell. Yes, you are. Amazing. Next slide. So what I like to call this the Starbucks lineup effect. And this is marketing at its best. Starbucks has created this phenomenon where people are willing to stand in a long lineup for mediocre coffee, in my opinion. But they're willing to stand in a lineup for like 20 minutes. But why does this work from a marketing perspective? Because as humans, we have FOMO. We have fear of missing out. And if we walk by that line, if I were to walk by that lineup, I'd be like, what is this lineup for? Like, this must be really good coffee. I am going to go join that lineup. I am going to join the lineup. And this is exactly what these graphics are going to do on your social media, especially the ones that every time you're celebrating a new student coming in, every time you share that graphic, that is a person in your Starbucks lineup. Okay, and maybe your lineup is really short right now, but Starbucks started that way too. So you might start with a short lineup, but over time, the more you share, the more you celebrate, your lineup is going to get longer, where people are going to start watching you on social and go, wow, she must be serving some really good coffee in there. I've got to go follow her. I've got to go learn from her. Whoa, she must be teaching amazing skills to her students. I've got to go follow her. I have to learn from her. So you are creating the Starbucks lineup. So type it in the chat. I'm creating my Starbucks lineup. I am creating my Starbucks lineup. Jessi says it's time to create a commotion, and that commotion turns into a revolution. Exactly. We are here to shake things up, to create that commotion. So ladies, we're going to get out of our comfort zones. We're no longer doing the status quo. We are shaking things up. Yes, you're creating your Starbucks lineup. Yes, Lamika, Beth, Millie, Jackie, Kyloni, Julie, Linda, Cintiq. Yes, you are creating your Starbucks lineup. So this is what your celebrating does. Your celebrating creates the lineup. Your celebrating creates the crowd. Your celebrating creates the crowd. Okay? If she can do it, I can do it. If I can do it, she can do it. We are all making a path for other women. April, Anissa, LaShonda, Brenda. Amazing, amazing women. Rondell, love the emojis. Okay, next slide. All right, so anytime you do any of these, share the graphics in the Fix group, comment on other women sharing the graphics and ringing the bell inside the Fix group, sharing to your stories and tagging Fix, sharing to a feed post and tagging Fix. We are going to be watching you for the next 4 days. So you got today, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday at midnight, it closes. And every time you share and every time you comment on someone else's post in the group, you get a point. And all of your points will put your name in the draw. Okay. So the more points, the more chances you have for winning the Fix cash. So who is here to create a revolution? Yes. Amazing. Okay. Next slide. Yes, we've got, we can just end on that slide, Q. I think I had another blank slide, but I am going to pass it off to Jean-Anne, who is going, and Jessi, they're going to open it up for coaching, for your questions, and let's just open up the conversation to see how we can support you.
That was awesome.
Yay.
I'm like pumped. I'm like, let's go. Yeah. Let's go. I think I need to go back to yesterday for a second because my heart was sitting there listening to you talk about yesterday. And I want to know who right now is signed up for the course. So Kelsey is amazing. You guys, Jessi and I were talking on the phone today. And I'm flying to Calgary. This is the first time you're going to get us both in the same room since the snowstorm in Thunder Bay of 2016, maybe. Come on, y'all. Like, that is epic right there. So, and she's smiling because she remembers that chaos of what it was. So if you are signed up, congratulations. I want to ask you this question. Who's scared to sign up? I want to get real with you. I keep it real. I'm a very emotional person. I am very honest and truth forthcoming. And I want to know Vera. Okay. So here's the thing, you guys. And I'm going to, like I say, I can only ever speak from my heart and what my experience has been in this journey. I can honestly tell you, being an educator, you're going to take, so you're a lash artist right now, and it's great. I'm 45 years old. My body ain't what it was when I started lashing, and doing lashes 6 days a week, 12-hour days like I used to do when I was making 6 figures and the money was great. I'm getting old. I can't handle that, right? So I was looking about a year into my lash journey. I was scared. I was looking for something different to elevate myself. So that's when I became an educator. And I'll never forget my first class. It was in Thunder Bay. I flew there by myself. I was absolutely petrified. I'd just come home from Guatemala a week before. And honestly, it's so much bigger than the money. And that's what Christine hit right on the head. When you can see other women in your class have hope, have opportunity, have the chance to grow, it is bigger than you could possibly imagine. So I get it that money is tight and this opportunity will be here for you, but I'm also here to tell you, this will be the best thing you ever did. Like, from the bottom of my heart, we want this accessible for you. So there's 2 options, right? So you get the payment plan, which is $597, okay? Or you can do the pay in full, which is $5,000, okay? I get it. It's scary. The biggest things I've ever done in my life financially are the most rewarding, for sure. Like, I can tell you. So I wanted to touch on that because I know that it's hard, but that's what I wanted to touch base on yesterday. So when we take you through these motions, even though you aren't signed up for this course, I want you to go through the motions, because what's going to happen is you're going to go, oh, wow, I have 3 people signed up. That's $4,000. So now I have the money to register for the course. This is actually happening because, like Christine says, doubt and fear and all these things kick in, and we're like, oh no, what happens if I can't do it? Or she does it so great, or whatever. Y'all, I have had so many ups and downs as an educator. It happens. But when you stay the course and you don't quit, it will be amazing for you. I promise you. I promise you. So they've dropped the link in there. The payment plan is $597 for 12 months. Okay. That's one student a month, and you're still taking home about $1,000. Let's just look at it that way. Simple, right? So I want you to go through the motions. I get that you're scared. Okay. But please, for me, just do it as a personal favor for me. Go through the motions, send the text messages. Can you pay and sign up now or postpone until you're eligible to start? I would say no, because you need to be certified first before you do the course, but there will be more courses in the future. We don't know when, but it's coming. Okay. The course is going to be amazing. Let's just go back. So I wanted to tell you that right from the bottom of my heart. Okay. So let's just say that you're in this scarcity. It's scary. Okay. You're absolutely scared to invest in this amount of money. I get that. Like, I totally get that. This is why this 5-day series is here. It's to take you, to show you that you have to put yourself out of your comfort zone. Okay. When we say text messaging, or, send the text message, send the text messages. I get it. It's really awkward. I still hate doing it. Okay. I don't like doing it either, but you have to have something you've never had. You have to do something you've never done. That's as plain and as simple as I can give it to you. So if you haven't sent your text messages from yesterday, send them. You have nothing to lose. Here's a great analogy that pushes me every day. If I was to tell you that there's 100 rocks in your yard, and under one of those rocks was $20,000, which is the average money, 15,000, which is the average money that I make doing a group lesson on a weekend. If I was to tell you under 100 rocks, there's $15,000, are you going to go and dig up all those rocks till you find the $15,000? Damn right you are. That's the same thing. All you have to do is, send the text messages. You're going to get no's. It's going to happen. People are going to say no. They're not going to be interested, but I promise you, I always say, like, when we say strip down, jump in the pool, put your blinders on, get in there and do. Send the messages, belly to belly, build those relationships with those people. They will sign up. Okay. Let's talk about some of these questions. Go way down. Oh, you guys are so sweet. What if you sign up with the payment plan, then you fill a class and have the rest of the money? Will that be an issue? I'm not sure I follow. What if you sign up with the payment plan, then you fill a class and have the rest of the money? Will that be an issue?
For that question, Lamika, just touch base with Christine. Christine will private message you right now, her email, and we'll sort that out. You guys, we're like, this is our first time doing this too, and we're so excited about it. So like, we're going to work with you, and we'll figure this out. And if you're here and you're motivated, like, Matt, like, I want this to work for all of you so bad. So, Lamika, message Christine and we'll figure it out.
Linda asks, to get someone enrolled in my course, how do I get money? So you can do that however you see fit. I personally do e-transfer for deposit. And then usually I ask for the full balance 2 weeks before, just so I know I'm covered. E-transfer, as soon as you get into credit cards and all that stuff, you're paying fees and all that stuff. So definitely e-transfer is great if you can do that. I definitely would recommend doing that.
To start with, you guys, like, here's the thing. I think sometimes we worry about having all the systems in place and being so professional. In the beginning right now, like we're teaching you right now, like ignorance on fire. So just run towards it. So if they want to drop off a check at your house, if they want to bring cash, if they want to pay e-transfer, Venmo, whatever you guys do that. And then in the course on the 27th, 28th, and 29th, we're going to go into all of the things. So like setting up your website, how to collect payments, what that looks like, what the advantages are, what the disadvantages are. But for right now, like you're the boss of your own business. And this is more just about running towards getting your first couple people signed up so that you can run away after this course is done and just get things going. And then as you grow your business, you're going to get all of these systems in place. But I guess the biggest message is you don't need to have it be perfect to start. You're going to be trained in such an incredible way that part is going to be incredible. And then the rest of these little details, they grow as you grow, right? And that's just how it works. So don't worry about that. And especially because a lot of these people that you're reaching out to are people that they're warm contacts. You just let them know, like, this is what I can do. If you want help behind the scenes, because somebody does want to pay on a credit card or anything like that, we can help you, and we can talk about that even tomorrow or in the next couple of days, how to set that up. But definitely we're going into that in the course. But in the beginning, don't be afraid to tell someone that because this is your first course, you're only accepting e-transfer. I know a lot of people use Venmo. We don't use that in Canada, I don't think, but cash, whatever it is. So do what you're used to doing for right now, and then let them know that that's what you're accepting. They're excited to pay you. They're going to pay you no matter what. And then if it's an absolute must that they have to use a credit card that you're not set up for, one of us is here to help you, and we'll show you what we've done with our businesses. But even I'm sure a lot of you guys have booking apps for your lashes already. If you have a booking app for your lash clients, oftentimes there's the availability that you can make a product on there that's for a deposit for your course or for the full thing, right? So there's things that you can do already that you may already have the systems for, and if not, we'll show you all of that. I was exactly where you were too. I remember at one point I didn't even have, my identity was stolen, so I didn't even have like the ability to sign up for like the credit card processor. I was like, I'll just take cash. That's all I do. And they were like, okay, they'll go to the bank, and they would go. I couldn't believe it, but people would drive to my house and drop off the cash so that they could book their spot. Yeah. Right. So yeah.
Linda says, I do need to keep the payments separate from my lashing business. I don't. Definitely talk to an accounting specialist. You definitely need to keep your business separate from your personal. So I always recommend that. So having a separate bank account, a separate credit card, that sort of thing, definitely helps. So, but just make sure you keep track of it. So whether you're using an invoicing system or whatever, just have a separate folder. That's what I do. And it's all there and ready to go for your accounting as well. Let me just go up here. So Christine says, if you're struggling financially, definitely send her a message and we can see if we can work with you to some. So when we enroll, what link do we send them for them to enroll with us? Where would they send their payments? It's all up to you and your academy, right? So however, like we go into that in the course, like the 3-day course, we're really going to get in depth with that, but it's all up to you and how you set that up, right? So like Jessi said, just keep it simple. Like for me, I still keep it so simple. You don't need, people are attracted to you. And Christine really touched on that today. They're attracted to you as a person. They trust you. So you don't need to have all this, big website and all this stuff. You don't need that, right? Keep it simple. And you can send out invoices if you decide to do it that way, or you could just, tell them to drop off money. Can we teach overseas? I'll have to get Jessi to answer that one. I'm not 100% sure on the answer of that question. Can you
answer? So one of the things that we go over, I want to touch on 2 things. So just backtracking a little bit, don't worry so much about the how. Let's focus on right now, you guys. Like if you have someone that's interested, don't worry about having a link. Don't worry about it being professional. Just get it in so that you have that comfort. And then in the course, we actually have a website designer coming in to do a special training, and he's going to talk to you about what you want to have on a website, what it would look like, how you can build it, step-by-step process. So we have that in the course, and then you'll have that link down the road. But for right now, don't let that stop you. Do whatever it is. And then the second thing is, in terms of regulations and all of that, at this point now, you all are stepping into a business and you're going from Lash Pro to CEO. And a part of that is really taking the time to understand what regulations exist in the areas that you want to teach. And trust me, it's super complicated. Jeanette and I talked today, and we're like, we still at this point, because there's so many states, there's so many countries, there's all sorts of things, it's different everywhere. So my recommendation would be to figure out where it is that you want to be teaching in and look into that. What I will say is that one of the coolest things about this program is that Levi has structured it so that you're going to walk away with no questions by the end of this course about what is and isn't required. That is her jam. So for me, you guys have probably known me well enough to know that details are harder for me, but building a business is where I do well. The coolest thing is you get the combination of Levi and I together. So there is an entire section in the course on the 27th, 28th, and 29th where we go into all of that. And what you also get in this program is access to Levi herself. So if you have questions, or even like 6 months down the road, you're wondering if there's a state or a province or a country that you can go into and teach, you are able to actually contact her and speak with her and get her advice, right? And she's going to be the person to talk to about all this, because she's the only person in the world who has established and like the credentials and the accreditation process in the entire world for the lash industry. So she'll be able to guide you on that a lot better than I will, but there is an entire module that we'll be teaching you in the course as well about that.
Awesome.
I hope that helps.
Who is the name? Hold on. I missed one. So Anissa says, I'm in a small town in Hollister, California. Girl, I live in a small 4,000 farm town. Okay. That is nothing. People want to learn from people who have learned from the best. Okay. People want to learn when the curriculum is at this level. Okay. That's the one thing I've noticed about the lash industry, especially in the last year. The amount of information that people want to learn has gone up significantly. People are paying attention now. They want to learn the best about health. They want to learn the best about how to apply the lashes properly, and cleanliness and sanitation and design and all that stuff. All that you're going to get with this program, right? So don't let that hold you back if you're in a small town, because it definitely does not hold me back at all. Shannon says, and then can we just order the student kits from you? Yes. So you will get access to kits that you can order. They come with a mannequin head, which is the bomb, because Jessi and I were having a good chuckle, because when I started lashing, we didn't have mannequin heads. We used upside down bowls. So you're welcome. We used to get bowls. I used to go to the dollar store before every class, and I would buy a bunch of bowls and I would flip them upside down and put little lash extensions on there. So yeah, you will get that as well. So you will have access. You don't have to go and get, your own kits. And here's the best part that I love. You are giving your students good quality products. Okay. If you know me, I'm obsessed with the fixed products. So you will get 40% off, right? That's amazing. That is so amazing. So definitely have a look at that. And their students get 15% off, which is amazing, right? Let's go up here and just make sure that we didn't miss anything. I want to pick on some people, if that's okay. Y'all are going to hate me. Beth, unmute yourself.
How did I know?
So you commented you're really nervous.
Oh God, I'm nervous.
Okay, so what is it that is making you nervous? So Beth is signed up for the program. Did you send some messages?
No, I'm not signed up for the program. That's what I said. I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'm not.
I will
do it.
So
I guess
So did you send some messages yesterday?
I did not. So actually, I have had a lot going on in life, and I had to negotiate some terms with my employer yesterday. So I had a kind of crazy day yesterday, but it ended up all aligning to support this, which is nuts. So 2 weeks ago, I was pretty much considering handing my business over to another fixed student, which is nuts. But she lives in the same area as me, and I was at this crossroads where I have to make some changes, and I have to make them pretty quickly, and everything was happening all at once. So I made multiple plans to throw out to see how it was going to happen, and everything that happened aligned for me to, one, be here in this 5-day series. Like, my schedule's totally supporting to be here, so I'm like, okay, there's a sign. And two, the moves now align for me to push even harder on my lash business and have stability on my other, career investments. So I'm going to do it. The stars are aligning, but I am so scared. I think that I think I have major imposter syndrome right now. So I keep going through the list of why I'm the expert. And I think that is what's holding me up the most, is my mindset. And I see I'm making you crawl up the wall, aren't I?
No, you're not. Because I'm like itching. Okay, so here's what I know about you. I know that as a woman, there are hundreds and hundreds of women who can identify with what you have been through in your life. Okay. So when you say I'm going through imposter syndrome, just to clarify for other people, because Beth's been with me for a long time, so she's heard me talk about this kind of stuff for a long time. That basically means she feels like she's not good enough to teach. She's like, am I good enough? It's like Jessi says, it's ignorance by fire, right? And you have so much more beyond the lashing that you can impose on people that will help them in life, right? You have been through a journey and you've come out the other end. You just opened your own lash studio. Like, so much stuff is going on that's amazing for you, right? So I 100% believe that when you raise your vibration and you're surrounded by people, like just like being in this group, this is raising your vibration, and we're going to manifest that we need to be in the right place. You just hit it on the head when you said, I don't know how, but yesterday showed me where I needed to be. That's raising your vibration. You showed up yesterday, you rose your vibration, you showed up how you need to be in this room, and that's showing you that you're meant to be here, right? You know, I call you out on stuff.
I know. I knew it was coming. I could feel it. Like, she's gonna call on me. I know. I know I'm gonna do this. And basically, so I wrote to everybody in the alumni group that just how I was feeling, and just letting others know that I know that there are more women out there who feel the same way that I do. And I left the call, and I left that post, and I went through my night after kind of seeing how my day had unfolded. And I just agreed to, be okay with my fear and just surrender to my trust, surrender to the fact that I have never been let down by Fix. I have 100% received more than what I've put in with this company. So I wholeheartedly trust that the decisions that are being made, I can embrace, and so
when I met you, you were working in a hair salon and you hated your job and your boss.
yeah.
Passionately. So look at you. mind blowing. Like you run your own lash salon. Like it's so hard to have faith in ourselves. But the reason why I picked on you is because I know that you're going to be honest and open. And I feel like people on this call need to hear that it's hard to make these decisions. I get that. And we all get that. It's hard to be here. But let me ask you this, and I'll leave you with this question. What's going to happen if you don't do this? If you don't jump into this program, where do you see
Well,
yourself?
one, I'll regret it, and that's brutal.
Yeah.
And two, I think I'll, on top of the regret, I'll just be in the same place. Because the reality of it is I am constantly, I'm a seeker, right? That's my personality type, is I'm seeking knowledge. I'm seeking the next step. I will constantly be seeking what's next for me.
Yeah.
And this is an opportunity to blow that door wide open. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll be trying to fill in answers that I already have if I don't do this. So to me, this is a clean shot. It's scary. It's intimidating. I think I'm more in my head than I need to be over it. I'm trying to just turn my brain off and just follow the script. That's basically what I'm telling myself. Just follow the script. Plug and play. Everything has been designed to plug and play. Just do it.
And the one thing, thank you for being honest and opening yourself up. I appreciate it. I know it's hard. I appreciate you.
Honesty is kind of my thing.
So the one thing I want to just leave you guys with this as we wrap up today is this. We are never going to leave you alone. You're going to have access to a VIP Facebook group for this program. So if you registered for this program, there's going to be a VIP Facebook group. If you're having a hard time with a student, or you're having a hard time with your messaging, you're going to have support 100% to do that, right? And so Beth hit that on the head. She's got fears, right? We all have fears. But from the bottom of my heart, I can honestly tell you, I would not be able to do 5% of the things I do with my life. And I was sharing this with Jessi, and I'll keep this very brief. I went to Guatemala for 2 weeks with my dad, who is very ill with Parkinson's. It's going to be his last trip. I was able to embrace that trip with him, serve the people of Guatemala with him, get family pictures done with him. All these things would not be possible. So I want to end this call with this thought. I want you guys to share in the chat, what would you do with $10,000 extra a month? $10,000. Okay, I'm going low here, people. So I want you to tell me, what would you do? Reinvest. Amazing. Love that. Don't be shy. Like, show me. I want you to do, like, the things that you can't even possibly imagine will come true for you. Okay. We're raising our vibration. Travel and save the world. Amazing. Make sure I pay my title and invest in my other business. Spend more time with family. I have fears and I'm fierce. Yes. I would invest in my business and grow new salons. Make my massage practice bigger and reinvest. Y'all be like reinvesting and stuff. You're all smart with your money. Help others. Go to states to teach. Amazing. See what I'm saying? Like, invest and build wealth. Yes. Secure my future. Pay off debt. Get my kids a better life home front. All this is possible. You just have to have a little bit of faith in yourself and know that we will be with you 100% every step of the way. When with $10,000, I would open up a lash studio and train, hire, develop my girls and raise them up. Save for my son's future education, expand my brand, invest more.
And I'm just gonna interrupt because I've got to take off.
Sure. Yeah.
You guys just made my day, though. I have to tell you something that's really exciting. I've been in and out because I'm getting ready right now. I'm in Cartagena in Colombia right now, and I'm heading downtown. when I was here, what was really cool was I saw that there was like, I don't know if there was someone here on the call yesterday who said they're from Colombia, but what I couldn't realize, or what I didn't know about Colombia was how many beauty salons there are. So almost like every fourth or fifth little store is a beauty salon. It's like a little lash shop where they do hair, they do whatever. And so the last few days I've been going in and out and talking to a few of the people, and a lot of the people here who open up these salons are from Venezuela, and they've come from a really bad situation. They've come here and that's what they know how to do. So I reached out, I talked to Jeanette a little bit about it today, and I reached out to a guide that we have, and he's connected me with a police officer right now, downtown Cartagena. So I'm on my way right now, just speaking about all the things that you can do. Like, I didn't even know you could do this, but I'm going downtown to meet this police officer, and this police officer has 10 women that they have hand selected that are hardworking and that are looking to grow a business. And they're people that are just working really, really hard. And I'm just excited because I get to go and meet them right now and gift them with the opportunity to be able to start their own business. It's a fun little thing that I feel we don't even always think about. Like, we're talking about what is this going to do, right? And like thinking about it now, like, you know, what Christine said, like just a few years ago, I was just living in the disgusting little condo of like townhouse with smelled like cigarettes and urine. And it was so gross. And then like now being able to go and meet people that, are trying to make a change in their life, and to be able to say, hey, I can help you. And I like, this is the vehicle that we have, right? Like, we all want to be able to do something, but to be able to give the vehicle of like an opportunity, right? And like, what's the quote? Like, teach a man to fish, buy a man a fish and he eats for a day, teach a man to fish and he feeds his family. And I'm ruining the quote, but you know what I'm saying? And so I just wanted to share this. I ruin every quote. Okay. I see Jen laughing. I don't even know how these quotes go, but it's a good one. But I'm going to sign off, but I just wanted to let you guys know that, because you're talking about all this, and I want you to know meeting your own needs right now is not selfish. It's selfless. So meeting your own basic needs right now is 100% what you have to do. And then when that's done, it doesn't even feel at this moment. Like I remember so clearly what it felt like to not even know, like to not even be able to put my mind around what it would feel like to have those needs met, to be able to give more, because I just like, it's just, you know, your hand to mouth. And that's where I was. So to have this opportunity and to be hearing all of you and hearing what you're going to do with this, and then to be like, getting ready to go downtown right now, and to be able to go meet these women, you guys, it's heartwarming, and it's something that's so possible. So whatever it is that's like means something to you, it doesn't have to be that. It can be something else. You have your own passions, you have your own things, and maybe you don't even know. I didn't know that this would all mean so much to me until I dove into it. So that's just what I want to share. We're gonna go and just blow up the lash market in Colombia now, because we're gonna have all these amazing women I'm about to go meet and sponsor. So that's the plan. But anyway, thank you guys. I'm gonna let you keep going because this is incredible, and I love you. And I just wanted to interject because it was timely that you were all talking about that. So thank you for being here. I'm out, but this meeting will go on as long as you guys need to answer your questions. Okay. Bye, you guys.
Okay.
Love you all. See you later.
Love you. Be safe. Okay. So
Thank
does
you.
anybody have, what's that?
I just said thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Does anybody have any further questions before we wrap up? Who's going to go and sign up today? Who is going to jump in and sign up today? Come on, girls. Who's going to jump in the pool with us, right? So Jen just dropped the link. Jump in, no fear. Be here with us, right? We're going to be with you every step of the way. Awesome. Kelsey said she would sign up again, but she already did. So I want you to, if you have fears, like Beth was talking about, one of the biggest tools I have, if you're like, this is freaking me out, it's money. Okay, so this is what I want you to do. I want you to get a book, and I want you to write down, get it out of your body. I want you to write everything that's keeping you afraid to sign up. And then I want you to tell yourself that you can do this. right? A lot of these things and a lot of our fears are based on things in the future that probably will never happen. So I want you to go through yesterday. I want you to go through sending the text. If you haven't done the text messages, we're coming back tomorrow and I will find you and we will make sure that you have sent the text messages back. So send the text messages. That's going to show you, right? Don't be afraid, send them. And then you sign, 4 people say yes to you. You're like, sweet, I can sign up for the program. Then that fear goes away. That financial commitment goes away, right? March 1st. Awesome. Okay. Christine, do you have anything else you want to add before we wrap up?
I just loved today. Like, can you women just feel the sisterhood? And this is just the beginning of the next 12 months together. Like this is, we're on January 4th. Like everyone just imagine where you could be next January 4th. Like your life could be completely transformed, your impact, your income. So Gina, your coaching today was incredible. Just, yeah, you really see people.
Well, thank you. That's so kind. Rondell wants to know, for the students that sign up, what is the cost? So Rondell, I would encourage you to go and watch yesterday's recording because we really talked about pricing your course, all that fun stuff. It's in Facebook. It's also, it should be in your email. I got it. If you didn't, send us a message and we'll make sure that you get it. It's up to you what you charge, right? Jessi and I were talking about that today. I personally am not doing group classes right now. I have a lot going on with my Guatemala stuff. So I'm just doing privates, but you can, that's the blessing in this, is that if you want to do one private this month, you can do one private. If you want to do 10 classes this month, you can do literally there is no glass ceiling. That's what we were talking about this morning. I was like, that's the genius behind this, is you can make as much money as you want. I promise you, it's crazy. So we will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. I'll work on getting at least that 540 and to get in the door and start working. Yes. So this is the thing, you guys, if you're like that, Marquita, thank you for putting in that, because she's like, I believe in myself. I don't know where the other payments are going to come from, but I'm going to sign up. So here's the thing. When you do what we've laying out for you with the text messages and then the celebration post today, right? You're going to see the money start to come in. Okay. So do the tasks, please share with us if you're struggling, if you're getting messages and you're getting a lot of no's and you're feeling depleted, please reach out to us. Okay. We can help you to do that. And we look forward to seeing you guys ringing all those bells. I can't wait. It's going to be exciting. Thank you so much, everyone. Beth.
I love you. Thank you. You're the best.
Okay.
My heart is going so fast right now. I've had to write a list.
But you know what, Beth? I will say this. Some of the scariest, most frightening moments are the most rewarding things I've ever done.
I absolutely agree with that. And
So if your heart's going crazy right now, that's the universe and your vibration telling you you're where you're supposed to be.
Thank you. I really, I wish you guys knew how much I love you. I just can't tell you enough.
Okay, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
You.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.